So you can accelerate the growth of your therapy practice without having to hire by acquiring other practices. The other thing I would sort of mention here on the talent front is synergies. So that's sort of a buzzy word, but can you pay talented people what they're worth by having more scale? So the example I would use is if you have an amazing bookkeeper, if you have an amazing internal kind of function that's not a therapist who is now doing the work, they're billing for 50 SLPs instead of 15. So if you were able to add 35 more SLPs, could you pay that amazing talented person 25% more by having that scale? And think about that for all of your different functions. If you've got folks who are doing ops or they're helping lead the physical clinics, could you pay them more if you had more scale? Second big bullet is insurance reimbursement rates. It's a struggle to get the managed care organizations and the Medicaid bureaus to pay your talented people what they're worth, and then for there to be anything left over for you as an owner to kind of have. So can you get higher reimbursement rates by getting into new regions and new service lines? We're going to tell you about that with North Carolina. Tennessee is among the bottom 5 states on the Medicaid kind of scales. By getting into North Carolina, that helps raise our average rates and increases our kind of reimbursement rates overall. Why else would I think about doing M&A? New geographies and new products. So getting into North Carolina for us was how do we get into North Carolina without sort of opening a new office from scratch? Nobody knows who Sidekick is in North Carolina. Acquiring another practice helps you get a toehold into a new market where you're able to speed up entry by using that target's existing brand and contracts and teammates. It could also help you keep competitors out of your markets. So if you have a competitor that's sort of nibbling at your heels or is taking some of your therapists or is trying to make inroads with some of your school districts, you can help keep them out by acquiring them or by acquiring other peers to get more scale. Another key consideration is if you're retiring and you want to make sure that you have a graceful kind of exit, a way to take care of your team, you can, as a founder owner, if a founder owner has health issues or is just tired post-COVID, and they just want to take chips off the table. They've been at this and they want to keep doing it for 2 or 3 more years, but they want to have some security and know what their retirement looks like. The last kind of thing there would be is if they don't have a next generation leader who might buy the business from them, or they don't have a child to run the business, all of those are reasonable reasons for them to want to retire and have a graceful way to exit. Last thing I'll say there is perhaps your competitors are already doing M&A and you've seen them in the news sort of entering your markets or picking off your therapists.